Today, we're gonna go over the Bourbon Junkies 5 Whiskey Challenge. Oh yeah, I was challenged by the Bourbon Jerk, and I will accept this challenge. I'm excited. Let's get into it. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Carlos. Thank you for joining me. Boom. Here on the Whiskey Corner. Yep, sound effects are all me. Thank you guys for stopping by, checking out the video, and checking out the channel. So I was challenged by Tom over there at the Bourbon Jerk.
Before we go, I'm going to nominate a few of my Whiskey Tube buddies. Marty over at Whiskey Nose, Carlos over at Whiskey Corner. Let's hear your picks, guys. Awesome guy. You guys need to go check him out. I'll put the link to his channel either here or here. But Tom has great videos. Awesome guy. I love the whole attitude. I love the videos. Great content. Love the background. So guys, go check it out. The Bourbon Jerk. And the Bourbon Junkies put out this challenge about, they kind of did a respin or a redo on the Reddit challenge that was put out, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years now. And every year everybody does it again, right? But the Bourbon Junkies kind of switched up basically all of the categories, right? So there's 5 categories, just like the Reddit challenge. And one of them is your night starter, one of them is your current daily, one of them is the hipster bottle, one of them is the small circle bottle, and then finally the bottle share bottle. So there's been a lot of people already putting out videos for this, right? Because they challenged all of Whiskey Tube. But I was directly challenged by the Bourbon Jerk, and I will accept that challenge. So we're gonna get into what are those 5 bottles of whiskey that I'm gonna pick for these. But first, please do me a favor. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers, and with your help, I know that we can get there before the end of the year. We'll be giving away some bottles too, so you'll be entered for that as well. So what are these 5 bottles? So a lot of these are pretty self-explanatory, right? But the ones that aren't, I will definitely explain to you guys as to what they mean by it. So let's start off with the first one. That night starter. This was a little harder than I imagined, right? Because there are a few different ones that I start my night with, depending on what mood I'm in. But more likely than none, I usually reach for this bottle. And this is Michter's US 1 Bourbon. So I really love this. I was late to the game on this one. I've probably only been drinking that for like a year and a half now, maybe 2 years now. But since I tasted it, I was like hooked, right? And that is usually one of the many bottles that I start my night with. And I know it's 90 proof, but it definitely sets your palate good and then lets you get up to the higher proof stuff. So that is my night starter. This next one is my current daily sipper. So I don't sip daily. I try to, only a few times a week. But if I am sipping, if I have to be truthful, I guess, with me just grabbing something or what I'm reaching for the most, then currently this has to be it. And I will say that this is not a good one for me just to grab as a daily sipper, because once it's gone, it's gone. But it is, shameless plug, Old Fourth Distillery, finished, it's a bourbon, finished in maple casks. So, maple barrels. Now, this one in particular is called Breakfast. I don't have the tater sticker back here, so I'll put it either here or here. But this is one of the picks that me and the North Tampa Bottle Club and MVP Liquor 2.0, we went to Short Barrel and we picked, and this is amazing. I see myself reaching for this more times out of none, and it's, I guess, my current daily sipper, if you really have to put it like that, which it's not good, and I have to stop that. But for now, yeah, I think I could keep reaching for it. So we got this one. It is great, and I don't know if they're still available. I don't think they are, but stay on the lookout for those barrel picks that we do for the North Tampa Bottle Club and MVP Liquors. So we have the Hipster Bottle. This is one of the ones that I have to explain to you guys, right? Because what the hell does that mean? Well, the way that the Bourbon Junkies put it is that it is a bottle or distillery that you've been into from the beginning. You were there day one, right? Before it got popular, before everybody started talking about it, you were basically singing their praises, right? And there were two that I would put on this list, but this one I think is the better one that I have to put out there, or at least the first one that I was into was ASW, and more specifically, the Georgia Heartwood, the Fiddler Georgia Heartwood. And guys, once I've tasted this, and it was on a whole whim, just because I kept seeing this bottle around in Georgia, and I thought it was interesting, right? With the little fiddler there and the whole thing. So I read up on it a little bit. I saw that it was a weeder finished in French oak staves, which I love French oak stave finishes, and I got it. And pleasantly surprised, I freaking loved it. And since then, I've probably had like 5 bottles that I've gone through. This particular one is a Total Wine pick here that I got in Florida. But I've been singing these praises since the beginning. I've been talking about this is probably one of my favorite weeders, at least at that point it was. Now it's in the running for a few of them, but you cannot beat this. And now ASW is getting popular. They're coming out with a lot more things and people are more into it, but at that point, it wasn't that popular. I think the only ones that I've seen, at least around here, were Unison and this one. So yeah, ASW, that is my Hipster Bottle. All right, so Small Circle Whiskey or Small Circle Bottle. Well, this one was easy because I just recently did this, and I went to Whiskey Therapy's house. Jason over there at Whiskey Therapy, go check him out. I'll put his channel here or here, and he usually invites a lot of people. So him and his wife are awesome. We really appreciate it because they just invite the group over, and it's a good time over there, right? All the time. But I wanted to bring a bottle that we could all share, right? And it was a bottle that I had on my list forever as a unicorn bottle. I popped it on one of the live streams and I took it over there so that everybody could enjoy it, everybody that was there. It was a Small Circle. So this is a Small Circle bourbon or whiskey, and that is George T. Stagg. Oh yeah. Yes, you could see why I wouldn't share this in a large circle, but a small circle of just family, friends, and just good people, I'll definitely bring this out. And I did bring it out, and I think there were like 5 or 6 of us that day, and that small circle really enjoyed this. It's not the best one that I've had, right? Because it's a 2023, but it's still a George T. Stagg, and it's still good in my book. Last bottle, and this is that bottle share bottle, which is a little different because I know not a lot of people go to a lot of bottle shares like we do. We are blessed over here because we have the North Tampa Bottle Club that basically we do like 3 or 4 bottle shares a month, maybe sometimes more. So I go to a lot of bottle shares. So it's hard to actually bring a bottle that a lot of people haven't already tasted, seen, can get, yada, yada, yada. But I did pick one because JT Melik, this is the cast strength single barrel, is not easily found here. Actually, you can only buy it online and in Louisiana. You can't really find it here in Florida. And it's something that not a lot of people have heard about. And on top of that, it's a more weirder whiskey because it's a rice whiskey. Yeah, and some people are kind of like thrown off, like, what do you mean rice whiskey? but this is so good. And those 3 things that I just checked off make it such a good bottle share bottle. Now, I will say this was, you know, had me racking my brain on some of these categories. So I would love for you to comment below. Let me see what are some of the ones that you would put in these categories. And I know you've already done some of these on some other channels and videos, but I would appreciate it if you would comment below. What are those 5 whiskeys that you would have for these categories? Night Starter, Current Daily, Hipster, Small Circle, and Bottle Share. 5, comment below. Love talking back and forth with you guys. I gotta put out this challenge to somebody because the Bourbon Jerk called me out, so now I gotta challenge other people. I'm gonna challenge, you know what? I'm gonna challenge 2 channels, and I'm gonna keep it my Florida, Tampa people. So there's 2 channels. So first, Jason over there at My Whiskey Therapy, go and check him out, guys. But I challenge you. You don't have any content on your page yet, so this could be an awesome first video, or one of the first videos that you put on there. So I challenge you, brother. Hope to see this on there soon. And then also family, the Latin Sip. I challenge you guys as well. So I hope to see something there from you guys also. And both of those channels are local Tampa channels, and go and check them out because they're both great channels. Well guys, do me some favors. Please like or dislike this video. Please do me that favor and subscribe, because that would really help me out. Again, trying to get to 5,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I know we can get there with your help. Also, check out the Patreon in the description. As little as $3 a month can help you, well, can help me by you supporting the channel. That would be amazing. I don't have anything to cheers you with, but I do hope that you enjoy that whiskey. Cheers.